Howdy friends, my name is Milo, and today I am overlooking man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. I can't believe that we have the ability to do this. It's fucking horrifying. Anyway, howdy friends, and welcome back to another video. Today I am overlooking a stone quarry. Now you may be thinking to yourself, wow Milo, did you decide to pick up a new career? Are you a geologist? Are you a miner? Are you going to steal large amounts of industrial mining explosives to systematically destroy multiple government buildings? The answer to most of those questions is no. I also don't know if I'm in shot. I feel like this frame's a little too high. Hello up there. What brings me to this scar on our beautiful planet are these rocks. They're fun, they're fast, and you can throw them pretty damn far. Like that. That was pretty damn far. The other day I saw a TikTok of someone making a rock sling. And as you probably won't be surprised, since I am someone who's interested in archaeology, I'm also interested in bushcraft and primitive tech. But I realized that I never actually filmed any of it. And so the inspiration of this video, which I will link in the description below, I believe it was from Sage Smoke Survival on TikTok. This video, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, plane. That's annoying. So anyway, I decided to make a TikTok making my own rock sling, but I had so much fun doing it that I ended up filming a video that was way longer than I could make into a 60-second video. And I know, I can make it more than 60 seconds. So I ended up making a video of me making and using a rock sling for the first time in many years. And that was probably the most fun I've ever had outside since I was like 10 years old, which is saying something because it's coming from me. So today the reason I find myself in this rock-rich environment is because we're gonna be making some rock slings and trying them out. I'm also gonna show some of the clips from yesterday first because I just had a ton of fun doing it, so I apologize for them being in portrait mode. I filmed them in anticipation of them being on TikTok. And I also want to give a quick channel update to my returning viewers. But for those of you who just want to watch me throw rocks around, I've divided this video into sections, so you don't have to listen to me ramble, skip to the part you want to see, and I'll see you there. Okay, now for those of you that care, I have a little bit of a channel update. So you may be thinking to yourself, Milo, your videos recently have been a little bit more spread out and a little bit different. You know, I posted the podcast, I have a couple more sort of outdoor hands-on videos coming up, and the reason for this is because I have been insanely busy. I am working on a project right now, which I cannot disclose yet for contractual reasons, that will be done hopefully in the beginning of December, and I'll be able to actually tell you guys about it. But for right now, it is taking up a huge amount of my time and is really just cutting back on the amount of time that I have to research and prepare really nice long-form videos for you guys. But since upload consistency is important and I don't want to leave you guys in the dark, and I have so much fun making these videos, I have decided that a good way to be able to manage my time well is to make more hands-on things like this. I get to have a day off, I get to go do something that I love to do, and I get to share it with you guys. So I appreciate you bearing with me as I do a little bit more of these informal videos. I promise we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming before you know it. But just know that I am working on something and I am really excited to share it with you guys. Also, another thing, merch. I think I already talked about this, but you guys should get a hoodie. They're pretty sick. Look at how sick this hoodie is. We also got stickers and t-shirts. It's the goat skull from the alien goat skull that wasn't an alien, it was a goat skull. But that's not quite as exciting. But you can get it on a shirt, so I mean there's that. And my artist made a really cool video of her process making it. It was all done with linoleum cut and everything, so you can check that out, link in the description, or a card or something like that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you again for your unconditional support. It really means the world to me, especially as I am spread very thin trying to work on multiple projects at once. So without further ado, I would love to show you my first foray into rock slinging from yesterday evening. Whoa, I'm interrupting the video. Louie wants to tell you about today's sponsor. Who's today's sponsor, Louie? Louie says, let me out of here, I hate you. Okay, fine, I see how it is. Today's sponsor is Factor 75. Factor 75 is a service that delivers ready-made meals to your doorstep. Each one of Factor's chef-created meals is fresh and never frozen. That way, you can rest assured knowing that you're getting not only quality ingredients, but also a quality meal. Factor can save you tons of time, cutting down on the amount of time that you need to use to prepare a meal, clean up after the meal, and all that fun stuff that nobody likes to do. And since Factor's meals are ready in a handful of minutes, you can say goodbye to all that extra work, giving you more time to do what you love. One of the reasons that I really love Factor is because I am a just out of college student, meaning that I'm still learning how to effectively feed myself, and so it's been very helpful in making meal prep pretty much just non-existent. And typically, if you want a fast option for food, you have to settle for fast food, which isn't all that quality, but thanks to Factor, the meals are actually incredibly healthy, and they will offer a wide variety of meals for all different diet plans, from keto to low-calorie to vegetarian and vegan options. And if you use code, I actually wrote the code down right this time, I think, you can get 60% off your first box. Give it a try, see what it's like, you know, get some fresh prepared food delivered right to your door. It's 60% off, it supports the channel, it supports your health. I mean, really, what's not to love about it? I'd like to give a massive thank you to Factor 75 for sponsoring this video, and now let's get right back. It's slinged it. I saw a video the other day from Seth at Sage Smoke Survival, and he made a sling, and it looked like a lot of fun. And considering that my whole thing is archaeology, you're not going to be shocked to know that I'm also a big fan of bushcraft, but I've never done any of it on this channel. But since I'm not quite as hardcore as Seth is, I'm going to be using some shoelaces instead of making twine myself. The one thing we don't have yet is leather, so I'm going to go hunt an auroch. Hunted, skinned, tanned in less than 5 minutes. Ladies, get you a man who hunts and gathers. All right, cool cats and kittens, it's time to make us a cradle. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. I want to see if I can get this to be a little bit of a better shape. There we go. Now I got our ethically sourced, wild, free-range organic shoelaces. Gonna cut a nice gap in the middle. Ta-da! And then some holes to thread our string through. How long are these? Too long. There we go. It ain't pretty, but it'll work. Maybe. Cool. Yeah, no, that'll work. Maybe not very well, but it'll do something. So the inside part of the leather will cradle our rock, and this end will go around my thumb. And just like that, baby, our sling is ready to go. Let's give it a try. Hey, okay, it works. Need to give it a little more oomph though, now that I know how it's going. Strength test? That is fucked. I'm gonna die doing this. That was about what I expected. Fuck. Jesus Christ. My cradle is not cradling. Okay. Oh, let's fucking go! That's what we like to see, baby. Come on, we just gotta do that again. Dude, this thing's fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? Going back to my roots, that Neanderthal blood coming out. If there was a wild herd of ravenous Denisovans over there, I would have just beamed one of them in the head. This is great. This is healing my inner child. Oh my god, that thing goes far. This is so fucking fun. I mean when I say I could do this literally all day. Oh. Sorry. Definitely just smashed someone's window. Careful, you're gonna get yourself hurt. Oops. That was low, but at least it was accurate. Oh yeah, fucking right down the middle. Did you see that? Well, that was, without a doubt, the most fun I've had in years. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Jesus, that is actually a really long way down. Holy fuck. No, I'm good. So now that you can see how expert my rock slinging skills are, why don't we see if we can make a couple more, a little bit better, and also throw in a place that actually has ammo. Let's get right into it. All right, so today I have a couple more materials to make slings with, but it is way too fucking hot for the beanie. All right, firstly, we got some nylon rope. Got what I used yesterday, the other shoelace. We got some twine, going back to our basics a little bit. And I got a new piece of leather that's a little bit thicker that I want to try. And then I have, of course, my sling from yesterday, and this knife, which was graciously sent to me by a fan. If you haven't seen my archaeological unboxing videos, second channel, link in the description. Amazingly, this is actually called the Otzi knife, and I'm pretty sure that this was mailed to me before I got the, so someone out there knows me pretty well. So I think what we're gonna be doing today is just making some stuff. So here's what I noticed making the sling yesterday. Firstly, I think I made this slit way too big. And secondly, I think I'm throwing rocks that are too big as well. Traditionally, rock slings have been used to throw things that were, originally, some of them were actually referred to as bullets. They were little small rocks like this or lead weights. So rock slings are, to the best of our knowledge, the oldest projectile weapon that we have other than just throwing shit. Oh, you're a bumblebee, okay. Yeah, have a seat. Oh, little man. How's it going? Hey, come on. No. Oh, he flew right into that sheaf of wheat. Sheaf of wheat? That's not fucking wheat, that's grass. Nice, it's fuzzy grass. Also not a botanist. So when we're talking about rock slings, they are the oldest piece of projectile weaponry that humanity invented, to the best of our knowledge. And it's very hard to find remnants of them because their ammunition was just these small rocks, which don't leave much of an archaeological trace other than just being rocks. So because the only identifying feature is a sling, which was typically made out of either animal hide and woven material or, you know, sinew or something like that, it would have decomposed over time, meaning that we don't have a very good archaeological chronology of when these were invented and where. But we have examples of these in Mesoamerica. There was one found in, I believe, in King Tut's tomb as well, and they're believed to go all the way back to the beginning of the Neolithic period. Personally, I would argue that these have probably been in existence for tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years, because people have been the same way for almost 200,000 years, and we've always wanted to throw things really far. I should actually probably start making one. Work while you talk, work while you talk. All right, I think we're gonna use the twine for our first one. So what are the benefits of a rock sling, you may ask? I'm glad you did. Where the fuck did I put my knife? There's a couple benefits of a rock sling. Firstly is they are painfully easy to make, as in you could probably make this with no tools and just the things that are available around you. So A, easy to make. B, and this is a big one, is that the ammunition is readily available, considering you could literally just pick it up off the ground. Now, obviously you can use lead weights for these, and later they actually were. In ancient Greece, they used lead weights as ammunition for their slings, and wrote funny phrases on it, things like catch and take that, or whatever the ancient Greek alternative would have been. And so because of that, it meant that as long as you were in a place that had stones, you weren't gonna run out of ammo. And thirdly, it has a very low, I guess, skill profile, as in you can get very, very good at using a rock sling, but the ability to use a rock sling, period, is pretty easy, meaning that you didn't have to go through tons and tons of training in order to figure out just how to use the damn thing. Now, some of you may be asking, why a rock sling? You know, if rocks are everywhere and rocks are the weapon, then why don't you just throw a rock? It would honestly probably be more accurate for most people. Well, the difference between a rock sling and using your arms or hands is distance. Looking forward to seeing all the comments about my knife safety, and I know I've been doing this a while. So the benefits of a rock sling in that regard is the fact that you can throw way fucking farther. Similar to an atlatl or a spear thrower, as it may also be referred to, which worked to pretty much increase the amount of time that you are applying force, directional force to an object. So while a spear thrower will allow you to throw a spear way farther and also freakishly accurately, a sling will allow you to throw a rock way farther. It's also a similar concept as like a recurve bow, except obviously a lot more simple. Actually, is it really that much more simple? I don't think it is. Maybe a little bit more technically advanced, I guess. But slings were a huge part of human history. I mean, for most of our existence, this was a ranged weapon that we used quite frequently. All right, let me try and not make the hole in the middle of this quite as drastic as it was last time. There we go. Nice. And there we have a little sling pouch. Gives this a little more surface area. It opens up a little bit more, so instead of being a flat surface when you're spinning it around, the rock would probably slide off. But by having this, it allows the rock to kind of be cradled by it a little bit. All right, and now it's time to add some string to this. So the other thing I noticed is I want to know what the difference is between how much string or how much, I guess, cordage you add. So I'm going to honestly try a big one this time. I'm going to see what happens if I do an arm's length. All right, there we go. So now I got myself 2 pieces of string. Now we got to thread it. Ugh, this is always the worst part. For the next one of these that I make, I'm going to do a top-down shot so you can actually see the process as I make it. So if you want to see that, I'll also mark it. There we go. So now we got a nice little slit there. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we got this just weird-ass piece of leather. And now, hopefully, we can actually thread the damn thing. Okay, through. And that is why tying knots is a useful skill. Look at that. Ciao. All right. And then we just have a little bit of the old tension holding that together. And then to tie it off, I'm gonna just loop the tail back in on itself. There we go. And now we got ourselves one side of the rock sling. All right, time to do the other. Fucking hot out here, Jesus. You know, it is October and it's supposed to be getting cool, but I am now living more south than I ever have, and it is definitely not cool yet. And I know that more south is very, very relative given where I am right now, but considering that I've spent the last 4 years in central Maine, where we had days in the winter where it got down to like -30 with wind chill, this is definitely a lot warmer. Hell yeah. And now it's just a tension knot, so as long as you do that, it's gonna hold in place. The whole thing about a rock sling is you have to let go of one part of it and not lose the entire thing, because the rock sling kind of sucks if you use it once and then throw it. So to do that, very simple, boop, a little loop for your finger to go through. All right, for this side, honestly, we need something to hold on to. So something that I saw somebody else do, which I thought was pretty clever, is use a piece of leather scrap and use that to increase the surface area. Because this piece you're just supposed to have held between your fingers, and that's the part that when you open your hand, this flies out and the rock flies away. So you need something that has easy enough that it doesn't slip out when you don't want it to, but will fall out when you're ready to let go of it. So I'm gonna get myself a little extra piece of this leather here, probably from this corner. And now we just need to give it a little X in the middle. Chow. And now the other end of this, thread that through here. And then we'll just give a little knot on this end so it doesn't fly away. So the other thing you have to be aware of is making sure that both tethers are the same length, because if they're not, then you're gonna get a weird spin on your rock. So see here, I was at risk of making this very wrong because my end that has the thumb loop on it is far shorter than the end that I'm going to hold between my fingers. In order to combat that, I'm gonna cut this here. Take that back, draw this out. And now we just need the knot to be at the base of this. There we go. And that should hold. I may make that knot a little bigger. Fuck yeah, that's not going anywhere. All right, and just like that, our rock sling is done. All right, this one actually may be way too fucking long looking at it now. Holy shit, that's way too big. So I think I was encountering something yesterday where the other one was a bit too long and that one was notably shorter than this one. So we're gonna see how this works. Look, I'm new to this, okay? Oh yeah, this is not happening, but I'm gonna try. That or I'm gonna get like the most momentum that anyone could ever get in a rock. Oh yeah, that is not happening. Unless I do this like, hold on. Here we go. Oh shit. Didn't work. Too long. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of a field maintenance and repair this. I'm just waiting for an orange pickup truck to come around that corner. Those of you who get that reference, you've been with my channel for way too fucking long. Neat. Hell yeah. All right, let's fucking go. Why the these things twirling together? Is that what's happening here? All right, we're gonna try that again. If it doesn't work, we're gonna switch to a different material, because fuck, from the top. I really don't think the twine is working for me. Here, let me demonstrate with the other one. Okay, Old Faithful, here we go. Okay, see, there, that one works. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Did I really just make a whole new rock sling and I'm now just using the one that I made yesterday on a whim out of a shoelace? Yes. And is this one better than the one that I just made on camera? Also yes. Fucking hell. Let's see how far we can get something a little smaller. I'd really like for someone who knows shit about physics to try this, because I feel like there's some sort of curve or equation that we could do that involves A, the size of the, Jesus, that was far. A, the size of the rock. B, how long the strings are supposed to be, because the longer the string, the more momentum you can get, but also the longer the string, the easier it is for it to fall out. So I wonder what, like, the optimum string length is for X size of rock. I'm sure someone who is way fucking smarter than I am could figure that one out. That's what we like to see. You see that? That was fucking bang down the middle. I also want to try it overhand, but I'm a little more nervous about that. How would I do that? Like this? Okay, not like that. Holy shit, it is way too hot. Don't slut shame me, it's warm out. It just looked like a weird Italian deckhand throwing rocks. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This is so fucking fun. 20 bucks says I can't hit that cone. 20 bucks, hand it over. Fuck. Oh my god, a giant ground sloth and it's getting away! Oh fuck. Oh my god, a giant ground sloth and it's getting away! That's so fucking fun, holy shit. If any of you are sitting at home thinking, wow, it really looks like Mila's having a lot of fun, I'm sure I would really benefit from a rock sling. You're right. You would really benefit from a rock sling. I don't think there's anyone on earth who couldn't benefit from a rock sling. This rock is too big for a rock sling, but I'm gonna sling it anyway. You need to stop doing that. I'm curious, can that thing actually throw farther than I can? I want to just see how far I can throw a rock. I guess I should do something the same size. Fuck. Sun was in my eyes. I can still throw farther. I feel like this is the way this is probably supposed to be done if you're supposed to get any sort of distance on it. Yeah, like that. You see how far that went? All right, little rock, here we go. Overhand, go. Nope, still not as far. What can I say? I'm better than a rock sling. I don't think it releases high enough. I am going to make another one, and we're gonna try making it with shorter tethers, because I think that that would increase the controllability that I actually have over it, and maybe then I will actually be able to hit something. What's up, guys? Looks like I'm about to be picked apart by carrion birds. Are they circling? What kind of Alfred Hitchcock bullshit is this? Hey, come back. I want to train you to collect cigarette butts and bottle caps for me. All right, fuckers. Welcome to Crotch Cam. All right, so first and foremost is I do not endorse, condone, or really even recommend doing any of this on your lap. If you do, I am not responsible for you impaling yourself. I always wondered when it would finally come in handy that I talk with my hands, and I think I finally found my calling. So, our previous rock sling this is probably like 3 feet. I'm gonna try and make one that's a little bit smaller. And to do that, we're gonna be using nylon rope. I'm gonna make each piece like around the length of my arm. Yeah, that seems good. I'll give it a little bit of extra just to make sure it works. Hold that in half. So that's gonna be the length of my 2 ends. I just have to cut this piece in half. And now what you're gonna wanna do, this only applies with nylon rope, but you're gonna wanna melt the ends so that you don't get frays. And also don't forget to singe the end of the parent rope as well, or else it'll start fraying when you leave it or go camping or kayaking or whatever other nefarious activities you're up to. That should do it. Okay, so now we have 2 roughly same length pieces of rope. And now let's cut our sling pouch. So as far as cutting leather goes, leather is a kind of a bitch to get through. You'll get through it eventually, but just please, please, please be careful. It is better to make multiple cuts over the same place and eventually get through it than try and push too hard and either run it into yourself or stab yourself in the leg or any myriad of things that can go wrong when you're cutting a surface that won't cooperate. I don't want to be responsible for your maim and bodily damage. Oh my God, that is the worst thing I've ever made. Holy shit. And just like that, we have our cradle. Not a very good cradle, but a cradle nonetheless. Okay, this side is the one that's the most fucked up, so I'm gonna deal with this first. I'm also doing this with, as you can see here, I have 2 layers of leather on my leg, so the odds of me slicing through this and into my leg are slim, but never zero. You could also do this much easier with a pair of scissors, which would also be a lot safer, but I am doing this A, because it is more authentic, and B, because it is way more fun. Are you really living if you don't have the opportunity to stab yourself in the leg at any given moment? All right, so next we are going to cut the holes for the string to go through. There's one. I'm doing a little slit. I'm gonna try and keep it wide because I wanna see if I can weave the string through twice through the same hole. There we go. And now we're gonna make a little cradle for the rock in the center. Hell yeah. 1, 2. All right, and we are in business. We're gonna take our ends, gonna put these through. I don't really know how well these nylon rope pieces are gonna work, but I guess we're gonna find out. Damn, that's actually pretty good. And now I can also switch the rope if I want it, because it's not actually tied on there. It's just really cinched. I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna have some rock slinging expert in the comments be like, actually, that's going to kill you instantly. Which, if you're seeing this video, it didn't. I also don't endorse this method of doing it because I have no idea if that's strong enough to hold, but it fucking seems like it. And now we got our little sling. So now we're going to make the thumb section. So pick a side, any side. We're gonna go this. Wait, which side is? I think one of these is a little bit longer. Hold on. Very slightly, this side is longer. So I'm gonna use this side to make our loop. And honestly, I'm gonna just leave it like that for now. That should be okay. So we're gonna try out the little kind of like hand grip piece as well that we tried on the first one that didn't really work at all. So we're gonna just see if it works this time, maybe. If not, I go back to using the other sling. So then we're gonna slide this down to around the same height as the loop, and that is where we're going to create our knot for this. Ta-da! And that will not be slipping through. The biggest knot ever. All right, yeah, perfect. Just what I was looking for. And now the sling is ready and we're ready to go try it out. All right, so finger in the loop, other piece between your other fingers, kind of like this, like you're holding a little pouch, a little basket. All right, and we're gonna try a little bit of a smaller rock. We're gonna be channeling our David and Goliath here. We're gonna see how this works. Oh yeah, that's gonna fucking fly. Holy shit. Oh my god. This thing is fucking horrifying. I can't aim for shit, but man, it goes far. That was fucking great. Let's do that again. Okay, wait, I need to fix this. This is not the right length. I'm glad I didn't cut this rope because I would have had to cut a whole new piece, but what I can do is just change the height. The other day when I posted my short video where I was using my rock sling, someone commented and said that I should start making Neolithic thirst traps. And frankly, I think that's a corner of the market that I could exploit to its fullest potential. So now that we're working with a sling that isn't horribly misshapen, why don't we try that again? Are you kidding me? Dude, this is fucking nuts. Let me try and find a rock that's like vaguely aerodynamic. Oh my god, again with the left. I will say, this one is way harder to throw because the rotation is so much quicker that it's hard to tell when to let go of it. Oh my god. I think I still arm through it farther. I got like shy of the yellow sign, like in the bushes in front of it. These ones are not going quite as far. Fuck. I will say, smaller one is definitely more difficult. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, underhand beat the overhand of my throw. Close. Fuck, ow. No, come back, I miss you already. Life is full of pain. Whew. Fuck yeah. Well, shit. That was more fun than a barrel full of monkeys. Well, considering the sun is now dipped behind the trees, I figure it's probably time that I get out of this quarry. As tempted as I am to poke around in there, it's pretty cool. You can actually see like layers of stratigraphy. Well, I guess girls, gays, and theys, that's gonna do it for this video. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Once again, I appreciate you guys' receptiveness to sort of a different type of video. I promise I am trying my best to work on awful archaeology and lost lineage and all the other cool archaeological topics that I want to talk about. But right now, obviously that's been a little hard when every single day is filled working on another project. So I hope you've enjoyed these a little bit more candid videos that are kind of just more me and less me, you know, scripting myself and ad-libbing the rest. Now also, if you want to get yourself some of this sick merch, the link to that is going to be in the description of this video. And I promise you, this hoodie is horrifyingly warm to the point where I put it on when I first got it and I was immediately sweating sack in my room. So it'll be good for you going into winter. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. And as always, I'd like to thank my patrons who make what I do here possible. Patrons get early ad-free access to all of my videos, and as a token of my gratitude, all of your names are going to be in the credits of this video. If you'd like to become a patron, the links to that are in my description, as well as the links to all of my various social medias. Twitter for my insane political ramblings, and Instagram for my more personal life. As always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to stay curious, stay inquisitive, and most importantly, remember, it ain't about the size of the rock, it's about how hard you hit him with it.